Hey, what's up? It's Tristan, music producer and stuff. You're tuned into Behind the Producer.
Yo, it's Slater, and you're listening to Behind the Producer, where we interview all your favorite producers on the internet and give you a glimpse into producer life, their gear, and their secrets. So remember to bang that subscribe button and bell icon at the bottom of the video and give us a thumbs up if you like our shit. Today we have a special guest in the building. He is 21 years old, has over 4.4 million views on his YouTube channel. He is making some of the waviest beats on YouTube right now, in my opinion. And a fun fact about him, he is from Montreal, Canada. It's the homie, Tristan.
Hey, what up, bro?
What's going on, bro? What's
Appreciate
good with you?
Chilling, man.
Chilling. Me too, man. Me too. Alright, so before we get into making beats, how did you get started in music itself, first and foremost? Like, what's the story on that?
Alright, well, yeah, I'm 21 years old, so I was born in 96, and yeah, I was listening to rap music and like rap and trap, or not trap, but just rap in general and music a lot since I was like 6, 5, 4 years old. Like, I don't remember what year it was, but like 50 Cent, remember when 50 Cent was dropping and
yeah.
Eminem back then?
Yeah, they were huge, man.
Yeah, I was probably like 7 or 8 like at that time, just like bumping that shit all day
Yeah.
with my friends, and just like listening to rap music all throughout my like childhood and stuff until kind of fell off with it in high school, but it came back when like Odd Future and all them dropped, and Pro Era and ASAP like started coming out.
Man.
And that's when I really got into like making beats and like wanting to learn how to figure out how to make shit and see what I could do with it like as a career or whatever.
Okay. So, I mean, that leads me to my next question, though. What got you into producing?
Yeah, probably, honestly, high school, like listening to Odd Future and Pro Era and ASAP, like those three.
Yeah.
And especially like Joey Badass. He was like one of my first favorite rappers, like when I first started getting back into it and shit.
Yeah.
And just like the production on like all the songs like back then, like that boom bap sound, like
yeah, man.
That shit was dope to me.
Rest in peace, Steez, man.
Yeah, for real. Rest in peace.
So how long have you been producing, and when did you decide to start taking it serious?
All right. So I started producing when I was probably 18, 17, so like 3-4 years now.
Okay.
But it was just like for fun, you know, like just like whenever I had free time, I would just like make a beat.
Yeah.
But as far as taking it seriously, it's only been a year. Literally last October around Halloween is when I was like, you know what, man? I had like 1,000 subscribers at the time, or like 800, and I was like, I have something here, I'm just gonna try and upload every single day or as often as I can and see where it leads me in like a year from now.
Yeah.
So I did that for a whole year, and like the past 6 months it's just been blowing up.
I've seen it's crazy growth, man. Like I've been following you for a minute now. Like it's crazy. Like like all this shit is really crazy, man. Like just watching your growth, like it's crazy, man. Tell us about the first beat you ever made.
Oh man, I still have it. It's so bad.
Is it bad?
It's terrible, bro. It's like I was trying to make some like boom bap type shit, but it was just awful. It was terrible.
Alright. How did your producer tag come about? Because I know you had a couple of them, or a couple different ones.
Yeah, I had a bunch. Well, in the past, I was always struggling for a tag. I couldn't find one that I actually liked. I was just like messing around, finding different clips on YouTube, or like ordering different ones from different voice tag like services online.
Yeah.
But for this one that I have now, I literally typed in like Tristan on YouTube, and there's actually a clip, like I don't know if you know the card game or game Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh yeah.
yeah, there's this dude in the show, his name is Tristan Taylor or some shit, and so there was a clip of him like Tristan Taylor voice clips, and then I just I heard that tag in one of the clips, and I just downloaded it, and been using it ever since.
That's fucking sick, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's really creative, man. Like, so that's the tag you have now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. So what are your influences as far as the aesthetic of your brand and your music?
Damn. And I'm influenced by like everybody, honestly. Like I take a bit from everybody, everybody that's out right now. But as far as my channel, honestly, like I've just been making my own way and like doing shit exactly like how I want to do it, you know? Like there's like so many people like Cash Money AP and all those guys, like type B producers on YouTube that kind of just do like there's a lot of people that do the same thing and stuff and have like the same titles, same thumbnails and all that. So I'm
Which
like,
is not, I don't think there's really anything wrong with that. I mean, I understand like they have to like supply and demand, like they have to make stuff that people want to hear. So and,
yeah, for sure.
You know, artists
there's nothing wrong with
hear.
that at all. But I mean like Cash Money AP and all them, like Beats Era, like they have their lane. It seems like everybody now is just trying to copy that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like do your own thing, you know, like it works for them, but like something else could work for you.
Yeah, exactly.
So don't try and just do what other people are doing. Like try and make your own lane. Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And your style is definitely very ambient, and it's definitely different than whatever other people are doing.
Vibes.
Yeah,
that's what I try and go for.
Exactly. Like, all right, so we're gonna get into some creative process stuff right now. What DAW do you use, by the way?
FL Studio.
FL Studio.
Sometimes I use Maschine. Like I don't know if you ever heard of Native Instruments Maschine.
Yeah, Native Instruments Maschine. I'll put all the links to the DAWs and the Native Instruments Maschine. We're gonna get to the gear rundown at the end of the interview,
right.
But so what are the things you like about that particular DAW, like in particular?
FL?
Yeah, FL. Well,
FL's
I mean, I guess we can do both, but
yeah, I use FL mostly. But for FL, it's just like so simple and easy to use, and like it's easy to like get your ideas onto like into like solid form or whatever, I guess. Like it's just easy, and also like the mixing and mastering is like super good.
Yeah,
like, it's better than anything I've messed with. Like,
yeah, honestly, that's probably the one thing, because I'm an Ableton guy, so like yeah, like mixing and stuff like that, it kind of lacks. Like
yeah, I find a lot of DAWs lack compared. FL's just like so. It's just the best bang for your buck you get. Like
yeah, absolutely, I agree. I honestly, I wish I started on FL, but like Ableton is really intuitive, you know. But yeah, that's just my personal preference.
Yeah, whatever works.
Yeah, exactly. So tell us a little about your style of producing.
All right. Well, like I said, when I first started, I was making like those boom bap type beats, like very sample based and stuff. And I feel like that's kind of influenced like my sound now. Like it's when you use samples and stuff,
Some technical difficulties is coming up soon. Just a heads up. He'll continue answering the question, and the interview will continue on as normal. Uh-oh. Did I lose you?
kind of mood it is.
Oh, okay.
You really get like a good.
Say that one more time, because I think I lost you.
It's just easy to capture the vibe and shit, and that's what I try to do now. I don't really sample that much anymore, but whenever I'm playing out a melody or whatever, like I try and like create a vibe and then just build off that.
Okay. So, what's the first thing you lay down when you make a beat?
Definitely the melody right away.
Yeah.
I find the BPM I want to use, and then I just lay down a main melody, and then after that I add the drums, and then build up more of the melody, and then just start adding shit and just finishing it up like that.
Yeah. Okay. That's one thing I was going to ask you. Like, what BMs do you like usually mess with?
Lately it's been like in between 140 and 160, around like more fast paced.
Okay.
But I mess with everything. Like I'll do like 130, 120, or even bring it down to like 80, 90, like whatever.
Yeah. I've never actually produced at that level of BPM, but like I might experiment with that shit one day. So you said you're really sample heavy. I was going to actually get into that question. Do you like using samples, or are you more of a programmed sound, like preset kind of guy?
I used to use samples a lot. Like I used to only use samples.
Yeah.
But I like it, but it's just I like creating my own stuff now and just making everything from scratch, just because you avoid a lot of problems with like clearing samples, and like if your beat gets big and you have a sample in it, then it could cause problems, and
definitely,
I don't even want to deal with that anymore. So
definitely not, man.
yeah.
That brings me to my next question. How do you go about getting samples and drum kits?
Tristan.
There's a lot of places. Like Reddit is really good. If you type in Reddit drum kits, there's a bunch of stuff there.
Yeah, that's where I get most of my drum kits and stuff.
Yeah, that's where I used to get it a lot. Now I use Splice. It's like this app where you get a bunch of sound kits. It has a bunch of big producers sound kits on there.
Yeah.
I use that. And I also just got a lot of connects. Like a lot of people just send me stuff. So I have like a bunch of drum kits, like internet muddy drum kits, and just like pretty much every drum kit that's out right now.
Yeah, that's
just
crazy.
People sending me shit.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. What are some of the go-to drum kits for you?
Tristan.
Right now, it always changes. But right now I'm fucking with Nick Mira's Contra drum kit, his latest one.
Oh, okay.
This one from JR Hitmaker, that's really dope. DJ Shoddy P1 or Big Head, if you know Big Head.
Yeah.
His kit is really sick.
I might have to check that shit out.
Yeah, it's on Splice, so.
Okay. Yeah. A lot of like old head producers like knock Splice, like the producers that have been producing for like a long time, and like they're bitter as fuck. So like they'll shit on other producers that use Splice and shit.
I use it for drums and shit. Like, whatever.
Yeah, I know a couple producers that are like, oh, you use Splice? What the fuck, man? Like whatever, dog. Like we're all trying to make music, trying to make money. Like, gives a fuck.
Man, it's just like it just sounds.
It's
just whatever.
Yeah, man.
People just hate on anything, honestly.
Yeah, for real. So what's the mixing process like, and do you gravitate towards any particular boost effects? Or?
Mixing is just real simple. Just make sure that nothing's like too loud or too low. Kind of mix it down to like a not too loud of a level, and then usually on my master I'll add this plugin called Ozone. It's like a mastering plugin, and it's really dope. If you guys want to check that out. Very
familiar with that. I'll put that in the description of the video.
Yeah, that's been really helpful like recently.
Okay. Any other effects you like to use?
Not too crazy. I just use whatever FL has, like delays, filters, parametric EQ, all that stuff, compression.
Yeah, that's the thing about
regular stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing about FL, man. That comes with a fuck ton of shit, man. And Ableton doesn't come with that goddamn thing.
Yeah, like, that's why I love FL, man.
You pay $800 for Ableton, you don't get a damn thing with that shit. Like, yeah. I mean, you get a lot of. I mean, I'm not gonna say you don't get anything with it. Like, you get a lot of like sounds and shows with it, but and like drums and stuff like that. But for the
it's like
music
that for like a lot of DAWs, I've found like a lot of them they might be good to make the beats, but when it comes to like making a finished product and mixing it down and just having all the tools you need, like FL is just solid for that.
Yeah. I used to be a hater. I'm not even gonna lie. I used to hate on people that use FL, but the proof is in the pudding, bro.
Yeah, man. Everybody uses it.
Yeah, man. So let's get into like the whole making money as a producer shit.
All right.
What was the realization like when you knew, like, hey, like I can make money doing this shit? Like, what was that like?
Well, that's what I said. Like 2-3 years ago, I was still making beats and stuff, but I wasn't taking it seriously. Mm-hmm. And I remember like I had this one beat still up on my channel called Wastelands, and that kind of blew up. It got like 50K views like 2 years ago, and that was like my first big beat. Yeah. And I sold it for like $75, and I was like tripping out, like freaking out, like, thinking I was the shit because I made $75 off a beat and stuff.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Like.
And yeah, that's kind of like when I like found out that you can make money from it, and after that, it's just once I started taking it seriously, it just kind of slowly snowballed.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I was gonna ask you, what was it like to sell your first beat? Who bought it?
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't even remember who bought it, honestly. I don't know. But it was wild, man. It's a pretty crazy feeling when you like figure out you can make money doing something you love.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, so a lot of producers out there want to know like how you were able to get your subscribers on YouTube so high in kind of a short period of time, you know?
Yeah. Well, consistency for one, but just having a lot of videos that like do well, that really helps. Like with every big video you get, let's say you get like 100,000 on a video or like whatever it is, like you usually get a bunch, like a batch of subs from videos like that.
Yeah.
So just staying consistent and uploading like every day as much as you can, and eventually like one of the videos is gonna blow up, and then you're gonna get a bunch of subs from that, and then your next video is gonna blow up, and then you're gonna get subs from that. So it's just like doing that. It's just like a grind.
Yeah.
Slowly building it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your formula to getting views on your videos, and like where do you find your video art and that kind of thing?
All right. So for views, I don't really stress about it too much. I try not to. Like sometimes I do, but basically just as long as you have that type beat in your title and stuff, like try and rank on those searches. Like let's say you're making a Lil Uzi type beat or whatever, try and have your beat on the first page when you type in Lil Uzi type beat or free Lil Uzi type beat.
Okay.
That always helps. That always gets like a bunch of views.
Yeah.
And if it's a good beat, like some of them just stick. I don't even know how to like what it is. Like YouTube's algorithm is really weird, but some of them just stick and they just stay on that page, on like that search page, and they just rack up views.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, for the art though, mostly just Tumblr right now. I just find like random pictures or like Instagram or whatever, anywhere I find it. And yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's something I always wanted to know, like how they find those fucking those like trippy ass,
pain, bro.
those trippy ass fucking art shit.
It's a pain sometimes, because sometimes like I'm trying to find art that matches the beat, like the feeling for the beat.
Yeah.
And sometimes it takes longer to find the art than to actually make the beat. Like I'm there searching through the internet for something.
That's just the pain of being a fucking creative, man. Like,
yeah, I love it.
you spend so much time like trying to get things like perfect the way like the vibe of the beat should be.
Exactly. I think that's important. Like people need to focus more on that, I find, and not just like put stuff out kind of aimlessly.
Yeah, which leads me to my next question. Why do you think so many producers out there are making type beats that are making type beats aren't getting as many views as others?
Yeah, well, like I said before, everybody's just trying to copy what everybody else is doing, and they're not like building up their own lane.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just like I'm looking at my subscriptions right now, and there's like 10 videos from different producers that have the exact same title, exact same thumbnails. Like, just, you have to like make yourself stand out. You know?
I mean, it's definitely competitive, man. It's definitely a competitive space.
It is, but you can make your own lane and just like have
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. So let's talk more about the business side of things. So how do you plan on scaling the business up as you get more and more money from selling beats? Like what will you be investing in and that type of thing?
I'm probably just gonna keep it like as close to what it started as I can, like as it grows, but eventually like my goal is to just have like, right now my main goal is like 100,000 subscribers, and just be like one of the bigger channels on beats for YouTube. I mean channels on YouTube for beats. Yeah. So that's kind of how I'm planning on scaling it, and just doing me, and just gonna try and upload every day. Like that's a goal of mine, but it's hard.
Yeah, I feel you. That's good though, man. That's some really lofty goals, but like
I mean, yeah, I'm already at 20,000, so it's not that far to reach anymore.
Yeah, for real. Like you're definitely up there. Like I was just looking at your channel a few minutes ago. Yeah, 20,000 subs, man. That's goals for me. Like
that's wild, bro.
Yeah, man. So have you been getting any looks from like big artists yet, or?
Nah, man.
No.
Nah, it's it's tough. But I mean, I could be sending out more beats and putting more effort on it on my end, but I don't really, honestly, I'm not really tripping about that. I don't really care about placements or as much. Like, if it happens, cool. But I'm just focused on doing what I love and building up my fan base on YouTube. And
yeah, absolutely, man. I feel like there's definitely a paradigm between the producers that just do it for placements and producers that actually are hustling, like trying to build a brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so yeah.
There's like so many producers in the industry right now, like that aren't on the internet or whatever, like mainstream producers that could be like way bigger than they are and be making way more money than they were if they had a brand on and they posted, like if they even posted their stuff on YouTube or even just had like a beat store link on their social media and stuff. Like people don't utilize the internet enough.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like there's so much money to be made and it's crazy.
It's crazy. Like, yeah.
So if you could work with any big name artist right now, who would they be and why?
Right now, like all time or just like right now who I'm fucking with?
Just right now.
I'm fucking with Smoke Purple out right now. I'm fucking with Skies, Lil Skies, Lil Xan. I feel like those guys would be pretty good match with my kind of style.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like that kind of like
that melodic, like dreamy,
melodically driven, like, yeah, definitely, man. It would mesh very, very well.
That'd be sick, man. That's a goal for 2018. Get like a Lil Skies placement.
Hey, Lil Skies, man. Check my dude out. Check my dude out. He's got beats on deck. So, another question. If you could work with any producer on the internet right now, who would they be and why?
Probably Cash Money AP. He's probably one of my favorite producers on the internet right now.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah. Cash Money AP is killing it, man. Like I feel like
solid.
Like you search Type Beat in YouTube, like there's nothing but Cash Money AP. That man is a hard working man. Like,
yeah, man. And it's crazy. I was just DMing him because like last winter around this time probably I was like struggling. I was getting like 100 views per video and shit, and I DM'd him, hit him up for advice and shit, and he gave me some advice.
Wow.
And then I just like I was reading my DMs like just recently, and I just like remember, like I saw it because I forgot about it, and I hit him up again, and I'm like, yo, I have 20k subs now. Like shit worked out.
That's crazy, bro. I'm trying to get that Cash Money AP interview, bro. Like I want that interview, bro.
I'm sure you could do it, bro. He seems pretty like a friendly guy.
Yeah. From what I hear, yeah, like he's actually like a decent human being.
Yeah.
So all right, so we're getting into like the end of the interview now. So, if you could only give a producer 3 tips, what would they be?
All right. First of all, stay consistent.
Okay.
Like if you're trying to upload as often as you can, that'll really help. Like whether or not your beats are good, you're gonna build something just by being consistent. Don't stress about your sales or like success or views or subscribers or anything like that. Just do shit like because you love doing it, you know?
Yeah.
And that goes with just being consistent. Like, and then my third one is make beats from a genuine place, and don't just, like I said before, don't just do it for views or sales or whatever. Like do it because you love it, you feel me? And stay consistent, upload every single day or as often as you can, and over time, like your shit's gonna work. Like it has to.
Yeah, absolutely. That's some great fucking advice, man.
Yeah, those are the 3 things that I think are I go back to like every now and then when I feel like I need direction or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely some great advice, especially the consistency. That's key, man.
Yeah, that's huge on YouTube. Yeah. Everything is based on like consistency.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess we can do like a gear rundown. So give me some of the gear that you're using right now.
All right, so basically just my laptop FL Studio, simple, and my monitors I use are Yamaha HS6s. I just got these like a month ago or so.
Bro,
2 months ago.
I want those HS8s, man.
Yeah, those are crazy.
Yeah, those I went to Guitar Center the other day, and I was just like looking at them, listening to them, like, man, these things sound fucking wild.
Yeah, those will like shake your whole house.
Yeah, bro. Like, those are. Yeah. I mean, you know, I wouldn't say you necessarily need like those, like that big of a speaker, but like,
Definitely.
but for me, like that, it's just something about the clarity between that and the sixes. Like, there's definitely a boost in clarity, in my opinion.
For sure. Definitely. But I mean, like, yo, up to this point, like, I was just using like garbage little $200, $300 monitors. So I mean,
yeah, I feel you.
like, you don't really need that, but it's definitely awesome.
Nah, it's definitely not necessary, but
yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah. Also, I use an Akai MPK mini keyboard, like those little $100 keyboards there. I use one of those, and that's pretty much it as far as FL Studio. But other than that, I sometimes use Maschine, so there's that.
Okay, so I'll put all that shit will be in the description of the video. Top 5 must-have plugins.
Definitely Omnisphere, Electra. Those are 2 ones I use pretty much non-stop. Nexus is good. Massive is good. I don't know. I don't really use too many more plugins. I just mainly just Omnisphere and Electra.
Yeah.
I've been messing with Ozone a lot. That's the mastering plugin I was talking about.
Yeah.
I use that with like every beat now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So thanks for fucking doing this interview, bro. Like,
Sure.
like I was not expecting, for one, like when I hit these producers up to do these interviews, I was not expecting to even like get a response back or anything, like, and you were one of the first people that I hit up to actually do an interview, because I've been listening to your shit for a while. And
that's awesome, man.
And yeah, man, like, I just want to thank you so much for the opportunity to do this interview.
No problem, man. Thank you for having me on, bro. Like I said before, I fuck with what you're doing. I fuck with this whole idea. I think it's like a untapped like scene in with the producer community right now. So
yeah,
good luck to you, man, with this idea.
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
Plug your shit, man. Plug whatever you need to plug, man.
All right. Well, basically, I don't really have too much to plug, but if you guys want to go listen to some of my beats, just go check out my YouTube or type in Beats by Tristan on YouTube, and I'll pop up. Subscribe, and yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna get into my plug, because I gotta have a plug too. This episode of Behind the Producer is brought to you by my course that will be launching at the end of January, called Music Production Mogul: The Secrets to Making 6 Figures Plus as a Music Producer. I'm running a contest right now. I'm going to be choosing 50 lucky people to win my course, which is valued at $497 for enrollment. And it's cool if you don't win, because everyone else will get $200 off the course. All you have to do to win is go to my website in the description of the video and put your email at the bottom of my website, and you are entered to win in the contest. This contest will only be running for a limited amount of time, so get in now while you can. Yeah, so I will be discussing this with my man Tristan, so
Yeah.
we'll be discussing some business after this interview. You guys don't even know like what I'm plotting right now. So yes, remember to subscribe, and that's
yeah, bro,
it.
subscribe. Go follow Behind the Producer, man. This is gonna be dope.
Absolutely.